everyone, welcome to the dojo. This is the Raikaze here, and we are back yet again for the next episode to where we're going to be featuring the next Pokemon on the R.G.T series, Calyrex Ice. Now this is the final Pokemon that we have ranked in the S class, and this Pokemon is a monster. Sometimes this Pokemon tries to set up, and then other times it just goes burr. So you may as well just really watch out whenever you're going against this Pokemon. You got to get it off the field as soon as possible if you're going against it. But if you're trying to use it, we're going to show you a couple of ways how to go about it, and also try to avoid a few traps that come along with trying to use this Pokemon. So first and foremost, in terms of looking at a Calyrex Ice, this Pokemon has massive attack power. It has a base of 165 in its attack power. It has base 150 in defense and base 130 in that special defense. HP base 100s, I mean, that's pretty good. So this Pokemon is already very bulky, so you want to invest so much into your defenses just depending on the types of Pokemon that you're anticipating to go against. For example, you got the Urshifus. Those are always going to do critical hits, so you really want to make sure that your defense has enough support in there. If you're going against a lot of fire types, you got the Chi-Yus. That's why you want to get your special defense boosted up. If you're going against the Calyrex Shadow, of course, once again, that's your special defense. So these different things where you're looking at where you want to get your investments in, and or how much bulk you want in your HP to ensure that your Calyrex Ice can stay on the field so it can get those moves off and therefore get some stat boosts once it gets some KOs. Now, the one challenge with Calyrex is typically its speed. So one of the typical natures that you will see on this Pokemon is going to be of the brave nature. So this is going to boost your attack, so you don't really have to do that much investment in there, and it's also going to drop speed. But with this Pokemon, that means you're going to be typically running the Trick Room. Now the challenge with doing this type of thing is that with the Calyrex Ice, you don't want to get stuck in the trap that you always have to go for Trick Room. This allows your opponent to say, oh, you're definitely going for that Trick Room, I'm going to run Taunt. I'm going to send out my Amoonguss, actually, even that. Because Amoonguss can then come out and you use Trick Room. Because an Amoonguss will always out underspeed you, so under Trick Room, it can come in and then just simply go for a Spore on you, and then you're just done. So that's why, and other times people will partner this with an Ogerpon or something like that to try to do the follow me to get that Spore off of the Calyrex. So again, it's all based upon how you build your team, because that will allow you to say, hey, can my Calyrex survive on its own, or how much help does it have from its partners in order for me to avoid some of those critical situations. On one of the Calyrex sets that I have, I do run on the more so of the adamant nature. The reason I chose that is because I have one that has one IV in its speed, and it's very difficult to get multiple Calyrexes. I had to replay through Sword and Shield in order for me to go and get this Pokemon, so it definitely takes a great deal of time, and then also soft resetting to get their proper speed. But one thing that's different about this is that in running adamant, one, I'll outspeed anybody that is brave nature. Also, going to 0 or 1 IV, I will still be able to outspeed most of those that are also adamant nature as well under Trick Room. Now, if you go for the super slow version, then expect that you're going to be outsped by all the other Calyrexes, and then you have to get the Trick Room, which means you're going to have to take some damage before getting that Trick Room up. So that's going to be very important in knowing how you're going to be running that Calyrex. This is one of the examples of a brave nature Calyrex. It is going to be piloted by Ric Flair McNair, which is not with us at this moment in time, but he did send us a recording here, so I'm going to get that spliced in where you can see some of the battles in which he has done. So let's go ahead and talk about his actual team, and we'll look into the team that I have in a later point. Alright, so this is the team that Ric Flair McNair is going to be running and showing us here in a moment. This is going to be the Calyrex Ice with the Brave Nature running the Terra Poison. It does have that support with that Ogerpon like I was speaking about. It has the ability to do the follow me spiky shield, so it just has that redirection, also has that support to just stay on the field. With that sturdy ability, you're guaranteed 99% of the time to get that Trick Room off. Now, this one is running the Glacial Lands High Horsepower Trick Room Protect. The challenge for this Pokemon can potentially be that of like the Zamazenta. However, you do have some good support here with the Chiyu's fire attacks, which you got to make sure you have enough speed to get through there, because if they're going for the wide guard, then they're stuck, and then you can go ahead and take them out with an overheat. Also, you have your Urshifu, which you can break through their defenses with your surging strikes. You also have your Fluttermane for Icy Wind for some speed control. You have Raging Bolt for just priority Thunderclap. You got that powerful Thunderbolt attacks with that Life Orb. So these Pokemon really work well together, even on their own without the Calyrex. The challenge sometimes, though, is that if you are really working hard to get in that Trick Room off, then you are potentially having your other Fastmons getting outsped because you set up that Trick Room. So that's going to be a thing that you want to make sure that you're not always rushing to set up the Trick Room, and that you're not always burning your Terra too fast, that you want to make sure that you are capitalizing on your board placement prior to setting things up. So make sure you are doing that, because I know it used to be very difficult for me to actually run a Trick Room team. I've gotten a little bit better at that. And that's when, even when I was running my Adamant Calyrex Ice, I was able to utilize the Trick Room in a much better fashion, just because I've had that much practice with it. So definitely be careful with how you use that Trick Room. That's going to be your most important key with running on a Calyrex. In terms of its stat breakdown, it's extremely bulky, has a lot of HP investment, 252, 172 in the attack, which for me, I think it doesn't necessarily need that much attack investment. I think you can actually pull back on that and probably put some more in your defenses, and that way you can sustain on more attacks. But we'll see on how some of his matches play out, and we'll see how it goes. Without further ado, we're actually going to hop on over to Ric Flair McNair's battles, and we'll see how he does. Let's go. Before we go any further, I want to say thank you so very much for joining us here at Card Shark Dojo. Be sure that you are leaving a like, sharing, and subscribing, as it's going to greatly help us out as we are trying to grow this channel. And also make sure you have those notifications turned on so you don't miss when the next video goes live. Also, sometimes I know you all just want to sit back and not take things so seriously. So with that in mind, head on over to the R.G.T Twitch and YouTube page. There, we do various forms of content, including my very special Pokemon Roulette VGC series, other video games, skits, reactions, as well as reviews. So if you want to see some fun videos, learn about some new anime, play some other types of games, or anything of that sort, be sure to head on to those pages and subscribe for the fun. Links to those various channels are in the description box below. I hope to see y'all there. But for now, back to the video.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Ric Flair McNair, and I am here today running some games with the Ice Force. Let's get into it. We got the Turtle. Is he turtly enough to join the Open Team Sheets Club? He is. Alrighty then. The Annihilate is Leftovers, Bulk Up, Drain Punch. Sorry, my dog is going crazy in the background. Let's see. What feels good here? Not a lot, to be honest. I don't like my setup into his team. What is this Comfey rocking? Just Draining Kiss. Okay. Maybe we lead Cali Ogerpon. We could set up Trick Room with that. And we could bring Raging Bolt and Urshifu. We'll try it. Okay, I'm not too scared of this, to be honest. I'm going to Trick Room and Follow Me. His best bet here is to probably set up Reflect. Yep. Volt Switch, we resist that. That's fine. What are you switching into? Annihilate. Okay. What does Annihilate do to us? Not too much. What do we do to it? Not too much either. Let's try Glacial Lance into... We could Follow Me unless he Drain Punches. Into Power Whip. Power Whip the Annihilate. Let's try it. Glacial Lance. This is decent. Spirit Break. We don't get the stat drop on Clear Amulet. Bulk Up. That's a problem. And we missed. That's a bigger problem. Okay. So let's Glacial Lance again. And let's get rid of this Grim Snarl, maybe. Was Ivy Cold, just the Grim Snarl. He didn't protect. I could have swore he was going to protect that turn. Rage Fist. I didn't even look at Rage Fist. Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Okay. Let's go here. Cool. I'm going to Terra Electric, and I'm going to drop a Draco here. And then I'm going to Ivy College here. Good. Annihilate's gone. Doesn't kill us, so that's good. Okay, there's the turtle. I want to switch into Urshi. This is last room at Trick Room. And I want to... I just want to break the shield. I don't trust Power Whip not missing. I have to break the shield because I need close combat to get through. Ooh, that Electro Web might win him the game. Ooh. Okay. We are going to close combat this turtle. And we are going to follow me. Why are we going to follow me? Hang on. We're going to close combat this turtle. And we are going to Ivy College this turtle. Okay, okay, okay. That's good. That's better. That's better. Not right now, dog. Sorry, my dog is doing that thing he does. Let's... Never mind, he forfeited. All right, there's game one. Maybe Fluttermane. Or if we Terra this, Terra Rock is pretty good here too. Yeah, we'll bring Ogre Pong in the back. We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. All right, Sinister, Ogre Pone. All right, so our clear threat here is the Ogre Pond. Let's see. I could Terra Grass. Yeah, let's Terra Grass. Or am I faster? 151, 178. No, I'm not. So let's Terra Grass and overheat the Ogre Pond. No. Let's Terra Grass, Heat Wave, and then Glacial Lance. Big damage. Goodbye, Sinister. Oh no, I'm a grass type. And goodbye, Ogre Pond. Excellent, excellent. 4v2s. That's what we like. Now, we don't like this. What is this Enamorous doing? Besides OHKOing everything on my team. 1-0. Okay, so I'm faster than it. And we're going to hit it with an overheat, right? Or do we need to get rid of this thing here? What if... Let's overheat... but the protect. Let's Heat Wave and Glacial Lance. That's fine. That's fine. Heat Wave. We hit decent damage. Glacial Lance. We hit and we get the kill. All right, what you know about that 4-0 sweep incoming, people? Overheat Cali. And you know what? He doesn't even get the chance. Be that way sometimes. It'd be that way sometimes. All right. Now this is the team that is getting popular. Like, just so y'all know, Zacian Crown is getting popular again on this squad. Does the Pelipper have wide guard? It does. So the Pelipper is our problem. We have to find a way to get through that Pelipper. Oof, I don't like any of my leads, to be honest. We'll go here. Here. Okay, no Pelipper. I like the no Pelipper. That makes me feel a little better. Alright, Behemoth Blade does wreck my face, though. He's got to fake out the Chi Yu, right? Let's just... Does he have Sword Stance? He does have Sword Stance. Let's Icy Wind. Do I Terra Normal right now? Or do I let it go down? Let's Terra Normal, Icy Wind, Protect. Oh my god. That was a good move on his part. Let me see the Sword Stance. Let me see you read me like a book. No Sword Stance. Crit. A Terra to survive, and he gets the crit. Oh no. Okay. We are going to protect here, and in the rain, we're going to overheat the Zacian. Cool. Excellent. Okay. We'll switch to Cali. And we will overheat again in the rain on the Zacian. That's fine. We switch to Cali. Alright, now we are in a predicament. He is going to wide guard. He has no reason not to. I have to high horsepower. High horsepower is going to do 30-ish%. And then we will Thunderbolt, and that should kill the Amoonguss before he gets off a Spore. Oh, here comes Incineroar. We're fine with Incineroar. Good damage here. He is not clicking wide guard, which is troublesome. How does he know? Okay. Does a Thunderclap kill? It does. So we have this thing pinned. So let's Glacial Lance. Or let's Trick Room, Thunderclap the Zacian. He resisted. No! That might win him the game. This man didn't click wide guard once. Yeah, you got this one. Let's go to the next one. I want this though. Copy. Paste. Alright, let's try it again. I don't have a good answer for this, to be honest with you. Let's see if I can just get Trick Room up on him. Oh, that's the worst thing he could have did. Okay. Okay. I am going to Trick Room, and I am going to follow me. And we're going to lose our Ogre Pawn in being a 3v... Well, how does that help me any? I don't think it does. Well, I think I have to do it. Now he wide guards. Ugh, it was such a good read. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. If I Glacial Lance and Thunderbolt, it forces him to wide guard. Yep. And I lose my Cali here. Yep. I think that loses me the game too. Alright. Let's Icy Wind. And let's Draco Meteor this. Okay. Oh, this dude just beat me at every step of the way. Dirty-dur. He has 2 wide guarders, and wide guard is a problem. And I have learned that I don't like Pelipper. What's a good lead for this? I like Flutter and Chi-Yu. Cali. Hopefully y'all will tell me something I'm missing in the back about why I can't beat Pelipers with this. Let's go Raging Bolt. No dog. Sit. You gotta be quiet for a little while. I'm trying to do stuff. Okay. This thing has Fake Out and Wide Guard. I'm going to Terra Normal. And I am going to Moonblast this, and then I'm going to Snarl. He faked out instead of wide guarding. He was going to let me have it. It doesn't kill me. Yeah, it doesn't kill me. And see, that's why you run Covert Cloak, baby. He thought he was going to survive the fake out, but no, it was me the whole time. Okay, jokes aside. What do we do here? I think I Icy Wind. And a Heat Wave. That's fine. Icy Wind hits both. Good damage. Yeah. All right. That was good. Let's go ahead and grab this. And then let's go to the next one. I'm ready. Okay. Flutter Mane, Chi-Yu lead again because I just think it's good. Cali. Raging, I'm going to do the same 4. I don't think I need to change it. Now that bad boy is going to wide guard. You know it, I know it, we know it. So let's Moonblast. Moonblast the Pelipper. Turn into a grass type. And am I seriously gonna Moonblast and overheat it? That feels like a waste. Let's Moonblast and switch into Raging Bolt. He didn't wide guard. What is up with people just not wide guarding? Like, it's really annoying that people are just not wide guarding. Now we wide guard. Now we U-turn. Oh, everything hurts, Millhouse. Everything hurts. At least we got the Draco. At least we got the Draco. Okay, we're going to Terra Poison. And we're going to high horsepower this horse. And we're going to switch into Chi-Yu. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. We live. That's damage. And now I'm free to Trick Room and Snarl. I wouldn't say I'm free to do that. Oh, shoot. I'm stupid. I forgot he still has Tailwind. Ooh, I threw that one away. I should have protected that last turn. Let's just see how much Thunderclap does. And he protects. So I don't even get to see that. You don't need Tailwind. Alright, let me copy this game. And let's go to the next one. Alright. Let's go Urshi, Flutter, Chi-Yu. I don't really like Cali into this. I'm going to bring it, but I don't like it. Pelipper. Okay. Does Surging Strikes kill? I think it does. Let's Surging Strike here and Icy Wind. This forces you to wide guard. And if you don't wide guard, then you lose Cali for free. Stop, Zeke. I'm sorry if y'all can hear him. I don't want to kick you out while I record, but you're making it very difficult. Oof, that was a good read. And I missed the Amoongus. Ugh. At least it's not Rocky Helmet. Okay. What if I'm going to Terra Water, starting to strike it again, and this time I'm going to Moonblast it as well. That's fine. Moonblast. And then hopefully this will get us through. It will not. Alright, what's asleep? And that's GG, boys. That's GG, boys. I don't think he wide guards again. I don't think he needs to. I think he just does a free weather ball. So I'm going to try to Icy Wind here. Okay, that's good. That's good. There's one turn of sleep. Hurricane, we live because we're Terra. All right, we have to get one turn of sleep. We have to get one turn of sleep. Wide guard, so we made the right read there. We didn't get one turn of sleep and we die. And he's faster. Oh, man. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. Man, I'm just getting red. And it's embarrassing how bad this is right now. Oof, he got it. He got it. Like, I'm pretty sure the EV spreads and the Mon selection and the items are fine. I just didn't do as well as I had hoped. There you go. That you couldn't see the Ogre Pond in the other one. So this Pokemon here, I think it's good. I mean, I say I think it's good. I know it's good. I'm not running it right. I don't know, not the stat wise in the moveset, but like I'm just not playing this Pokemon right, so I don't feel comfortable bringing it to things when I shouldn't. Ooh. But here's the team. Here are my spreads, and I'm gonna send it back over.
You can see that he was able to pull on some good victories, but then also he actually had some challenges in terms of keeping an eye on the terms of like tailwind that the opponent had, or whether or not he was really trying to get into that trick room way too soon. One thing I would think that he would probably want to work on is utilizing that Ogerpon in a more effective fashion. He said himself that he wasn't sure if he was utilizing the power of that Ogerpon most effectively, and I believe that in utilizing the follow me more effectively or getting that pivots just the right way, he would have been able to utilize it a bit more effectively in that regard. So this is a very high placing team, so you just want to make sure that you have a good bit of practice with that team in order to make it work for you. Also, that Terra Poison, you got to make sure that, once again, like I even said, you don't want to run into your Terrasilizations too soon. The Terrasilizations are going to be your last resort. If you use your Terra too early, that is already placing you in a back foot to where your opponent can adjust quickly. If you save that Terra for later on, your opponent will still have to struggle throughout the entire game, utilizing their brain power more and more and more, to where they will have to continuously hesitate to when they will strike your Pokemon with certain moves, because they don't know when you're going to Terrasilize. So that's going to be a very important key in this current game itself, because we have the access to Terrasalization. Now we're going to look at the other form of the Calyrex that I have been running, and for those of you that have not seen, I do have a roulette series on my channel, and we had to use a Calyrex Ice alongside a float zone. So I decided to play around with a few things, and I utilized my Calyrex in more of a faster version. So I had a different one to where I ran it into the Jolly Nature and put 108 speed investment, and under a tailwind going against a typical, this is key, typical choice specs Miraidon, I will outspeed them under a tailwind. However, one thing I also learned is that if I was to take out my special defense investment and boost it into my speed, I will, under a tailwind, outspeed Calyrex Shadow. So that is something that is super important to know, that I can in fact speed creep and get past the Calyrex Shadow at that point. But I decided I didn't want to do that as of right now. I want to go ahead and just keep it with the 108 investment right there, and I want to have the special defense investment there. One also thing is that this is going to also be the Terra Normal variant, to where if my opponent wants to try to go for those burns, I will welcome it, because at that point I can go Terra Normal with a boosted facade at that point in time. So this can actually deter my opponents from running those burns, but it can vary even nonetheless. I've still been playing around with the terrestrialization. Even on my stream I ran it with a Terra Electric, but you can also run it with the Terra Grass, you can run it with, continue with running it with Terra Fire. There's so many different options with the Calyrex that you can still play around with that. So I would strongly recommend that you do test that out as well. But I have found to have, with that much speed investment there, I had to pull out on some of the HP, but still do just 100 points in my attack investment there. Still get a little bit of defense just to keep everything nice and bulky. Definitely put a good bit into my special defense there as well, and still a good bit in our HP as well, just to even things out to keep ourselves nice and bulky. So it's still able to pack a good punch. So the importance, once again, is always going to be protecting the king. And Calyrex is still going to need to be protected by its teammates in order for it to run all of its attacks, because running against, for example, that of like Incineroar can in fact cause some issues. So make sure you're watching out for that. These Pokemon though, but one thing that you will see as a common variant on all these Calyrexes is that they all typically hold the Clear Amulet. If you don't run the Clear Amulet, you are likely going to get Intimidate cycled, and that will not be good for your Calyrex unless you're partnering it with like some type of Defiant Pokemon next to it or competitive. But typically most people are not doing that right now, but that might be something to plan around if you choose that you do not want to run the Clear Amulet. So keep that in mind. But so now we're going to go ahead and look into the team that I'm currently testing out to show how to run this type of Calyrex. Alright, so we already broke down the Calyrex, but we are seeing the rest of the team here. We have the Pelipper, which is going to deter other fire-type Pokemon, so we can set the rain and just get the defense boosting on our Calyrex just by weakening the power of those fire attacks. We also have the Wide Guard to go against opposing Calyrex Shadow, so we don't have to burn out Terra right away. We also have our Iron Jugulis, which is a booster energy. It naturally resists that of Calyrex Shadow. We can also get a Tailwind off very quickly, so then we can even do a Glacial Lance against a Miraidon pretty quickly. That way we get some massive damage off. We also have it with the Terra Ground if things do not work out well, and we can run it with the Terra Blast. That can easily be changed out for like a flying attack, and then we can just leave this as a defensive Terra, but that's just where I want to run it as so far. We also have the Rillaboom that will also change the terrain just so we can really keep things kind of set in case we're going against opponents that are trying to go for their like expanding forces, or if they're trying to, you know, do like their Miraidon shenanigans, things like that. So that's how things will work there. We also have more speed control while utilizing our Grimmsnarl, having our Thunder Wave, Light Screen Reflect. We run the foul play if we're going against opposing Calyrex Ices as well. And then also for those pesky Zamazentas, we also have our Landorus, who can run its powerful ground attacks to take them out, and it also runs the Terra Ghost, so we cannot get hit by those body presses. So these are different things that's going to be very important for these Pokemon to help support Calyrex for the ones that are giving it the actual trouble. So let's go ahead and hop into a few battles, and we'll see how this works. All right, so this is going to be, like I even was talking about, the typical specific team that is from the World Champ team. So this is going to be a Choice Specs Miraidon, guaranteed. So we should, if they are keeping the exact same set, we should outspeed it. So that's going to be the biggest key between this match here. Now, what we'll do is the typical thing here. We lead off with Rilla. We also lead off with Cali. So that's going to be big play right there. We also have our Iron Jug in the back. And of course, with this, I mean, we can, which Urshifu? Okay, so it is still the water Urshifu. I was thinking to bring Lando, because I mean, Lando is really good. It's really good against these mons. It can outspeed as well, since it is Focus Sash, depending on whether or not their Whimsicott goes Tailwind. Looking at my team with open team sheet, they may suspect that I am fast, so they may do that. So that is going to be a slight bit of a concern. But so we'll try the Pelipper. May not be the best thing to do, but we'll see. Alright, so they have their Mon here. Let's go with a Wood Hammer, and I'm gonna go Protect. Let's just see. Let's see what they do. Oh, they're going straight into it. Okay. So they're going Helping Hand, all that fun jazz. Okay, that's fine. We're going to now U-turn, and we'll swap out into Pelipper. They go for that low kick again. We hit that U-turn. We come back into Calyrex over here. They go for the low kick. They catch our Pelipper, and they don't like that, and they just forfeited. They forfeited the whole thing. That's unfortunate, because they should know I was going to get ready to get off my powerful attack there. Well, I mean, they still had a great deal of an option there, because they could swap out if they wanted to, or even not. I mean, their low kick might do a lot of damage. I haven't calced for that, but I mean, a Helping Hand low kick. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's hop into the next one. All right, so this is a Lunala team. Power Herb, Wide Guard, Meteor Beam. Oh, so this is just, it's just nasty. It's nasty. This is a nasty team. Let's do I feel like they're gonna go with a Fake Out turn plus a. I feel like they're going Fake Out. I feel like they are, but I can't guarantee that. We'll start off with a Grim. Okay, we'll start off with Grim. We'll get enough defense boosts with that, and we're going to lead things off with. Ooh, okay, hold on. Well, you are Terra Fairy. So no, we won't do it. We'll do it this way. And we will go with the Pelipper, as well as I want to do Rilla. My whole thought process here is that if they were to go for the Fake Out, but they're not, so that's good for us. I was thinking that they would. Let's see. They got Booster Energy, Acrobatics, Knockoff, Outrage, and they got Tailwind. So let's go immediately with the Light Screen first, and we're going to go ahead and Protect. They're automatically going to take a great deal of damage once we hit them. Okay, okay, good. This is good. This is really good. All right, so now they have, so we can reflect here, and I am safe to terrestrialize and go Glacial Lens. Oof! These boys are Terra Steel. Crit mattered, but I mean, it's not like we took it out. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use T-Wave onto Lunala, and I'm going to run a Seed Bomb to break its Shadow Shield. Alright, now, so they have their own Tailwind going on right now. If we go with our, come on here, they got the Moongeist Beam. They can't use that on us. They just got that Meteor Beam. So what we can do is force them. Okay, yes, that's what we're going to do. We are going to force them into attacking a specific way. So we're going to go Weather Ball into the Lunala, and we're going to still continue with the Glacial Lance, just in case if they went for the Wide Guard. Okay, so they are faster. They were still able to take us out with one shot through our... Wow, I am very shocked by that. I'm very shocked by that. They were still able to outspeed. Wait, how are you able to outspeed me? You're under Thunder Wave. Oh, duh. Tailwind. They have Tailwind. See, this is what I'm saying. You got to be paying attention to what's going on. Okay, so we are going to fake out the Lando. And once we do this, you still have access to it. No, we already took away their Tailwind. So if we fake out the Lando, even if they protect, we can go for... Okay, good, perfect. So they go for the Wide Guard, so that's excellent. We go for a Seed Bomb. We take out the Lunala. We get the boost again. Now all we have to do is focus down. Oh, snap! So there's the Chi-Yu, but we are in the rain. So that's a very good benefit for us. So what we'll do at this particular point is we're going to run the U-turn. And unfortunately, we just have to go straight for as much damage as possible. We're not going to go for any protects or anything like that. We even took, I believe we just got hit with a crit, I believe. But nope, we were able to do our Glacial Lands and get them taken out because we already had enough boosts, and that is how it works in there. The fact that they already had their own Tailwind, that is causing the issue to where I won't be able to outspeed them. Now, one thing I can do in terms of this Calyrex is change out my Facade and change it for the Trick Room, put it on my team, and make your opponent believe that you are in fact a slower variant. And when you do that, you get into their head and they're like, oh, you're super slow, I don't need to worry about my Tailwind, and then you paralyze them and then you outspeed them and then you're done. So that's just different ways of how to work this team here. So now, this is for the final... Okay, no, this is round 2. I don't know why I thought this was round 3. Okay, let's see. I'm really liking the idea of Lando. I am loving the idea of Lando. What we can do as well... I'm actually gonna, let's play this out. We're gonna play this out a little bit. We're gonna go Iron Jug plus Calyrex Ice, and we're going to partner this up with Grim later, plus with our Rillaboom again. No. We'll keep the Pelipper. Okay, so they went Lando. So that's good. That's good for us. So now they're going to be forced to terrestrialize. But if they want to get their Moongeist Beam, they're going to just have to go for it, right? And rather, if they want their +1 on their Meteor Beam, they're just going to have to immediately go for it. So with that being said, we go with our Terra Normal. I don't really need the Terra yet. I feel pretty safe, except for the fact that they just did that much damage to us before. But okay, so they had to burn their Terra. We make them lose their Shadow Shield. They lose a bit more health. Perfect. We go with the Glacial Lance. We make them... Okay, perfect. Everything is flowing according to plan. Everything is going the way we needed it to. So now... Ooh, okay. Let's go. Ooh. Now they can go for their Meteor Beam at this particular point, just to get back up to +1, right? So with that being said, what we can do is I can actually Terra, Tailwind, and continue with an Onslaught. Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. This will be a good experiment. So we'll Terra, Tailwind, right? And we're gonna go with a Seed Bomb into the window. Oh, this is perfect. Let's go. So they did go for their Meteor Beam. They went into the Pelipper. Let's do this. We got the Tailwind. Now we have dropped their Urshifu pretty low on health. So this is perfect. Now we hit the Weather Ball into the Lunala, and we hit the Seed Bomb into the Urshifu. They go for the Wide Guard because they don't know if I'm going for the Glacial Lance, which I'm not. They are fast. Well, of course they're fast. Oh, wait, no. How are they outspeeding me? I am actually not sure how they're outspeeding me. They shouldn't be able to outspeed me under my Tailwind. Is that Choice Scarf? Oh, that's Choice Scarf. I thought that was Focus Sash. Never mind. Okay, yeah, then they should outspeed me. They should outspeed me. So we have the Tailwind now. So they need to bring in something to break that down. So now with this, we can do a Light Screen. And we will Seed Bomb into the Lunala. We're just continuing to boost up on our defenses. I figured that they would go for the Protect, but since the Lunala is not able to protect, we are going through it. So now we are at a +2. We still have 2 more turns of Rain. This Chi-Yu is Choice Specs. We have the Light Screen and we have the Rain. We are good to go. We are going to just simply do a Foul Play plus a Glacial Lance. We should outspeed everybody at this particular point with our Calyrex, and this should be game. Oh, but they are still alive. They're still alive. They survived. Okay, but here we are. One more turn. Oh, no. We are out of Tailwind. We are out of Tailwind now. But that's totally fine. So we're going to go Foul Play. And we go Glacial Lance. They burned out Grimmsnarl, but it doesn't matter. We are now able to take down their Chi-Yu. And that is how this team shall play. Alright, so I do hope that you all did enjoy this type of tutorial. Of course, once again, down below, leave a comment. Let us know if there's something else that we can do to try to help you out in terms of your team building. If there's something more specific you're looking for, or if it's like how we're breaking down the stats, or just trying to see how these battles are going in and getting into the mind of how you're doing the proper pivots, or just, maybe some type of, coaching on saying, hey, don't use your Terra yet, don't use this or that, etc., or maybe capitalize on certain things at the time based upon the board positioning. Just let us know in the comment below just if there's something that you are struggling with and in preparation for the future tournaments that are coming up, because we want everybody to do well, and that's what we're hoping for. But I hope this helps. The next episode is going to be featuring, I believe it's Zamazenta or Terapagos. I believe it's Zamazenta next, I believe. But don't hold me to it. But the videos will be out, so make sure, once again, you are in fact subscribed and have those notifications turned on so you will be notified when the next video goes live. But until then, this is going to be R.G.T signing off. You all know what to do. Stay strong. You power on. Catch y'all later. So long, sharks.